you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another live watch-along. Today we're going to be doing the World Cup watch-along between Argentina and Croatia. That's right, semi-final stage now, and it is Argentina taking on Croatia. We're looking at arguably the favourites, maybe second favourites of the World Cup, the Copa America champions taking on the current World Cup finalists in Croatia back in 2018 in what I'm hoping is going to be an entertaining game. But before I do crack on with this live watch along, remember, subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 28k subscribers. We're now less than 300 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too, and on the yellow banner too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do leave a thumbs up as well. Closing in on 20 likes already, which is fantastic. Just 6 likes away. So thank you to the 14 people that have liked the video already. Much appreciated. 6 likes to go to 20 likes. Any help towards that would be fantastic. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your score predictions in the live chat. And speaking of the live chat, I can see we've got Lydia in on the chat. Much appreciated. Welcome, Lydia. And also Dudley as well. Welcome, Dudley. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for tuning in. So like I said, score predictions, let me know in the live chat. This video is also sponsored today and brought to you by BetMate, who has sponsored every single live watch along during this World Cup campaign. So do go and check out BetMate. It is a free app to download. The link is in the description, also in the live chat, and also you can use the QR code on screen, which will take you to the download page to download the BetMate app. BetMate, much like fantasy football, you get to select your team, and as you select your team, you get to pick the players you think are going to make the most interceptions, the most tackles, score the most goals, assist goals, make saves, keep clean sheets, etc, etc. They run pots for every single game during the World Cup. They're running pots for the return of the Premier League as well. It's available to anybody in the UK, so go and check it out. The link is in the description and also in the live chat. I've got my BetMate already locked and loaded, ready and sorted. You have got 100 seconds before the pot does close for this game, so go and check it out and go and use code JSGC5 on sign up. Will give you a £5 in free bets, and doing that will allow you to enter this pot for free. Pot is worth £1,000 once more, paying up to 30 places. First place today winning £254. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that will go to me, because that would be awesome. But I always give a shout out at the end of my video to whomever does win the BetMate pot. So go and enter that. Links, details and everything, they're in the description. If you want to join this pot, you're going to have to be quick. We've got just over a minute. They are running pots tomorrow for the France game, taking on Morocco. Again, I'll be entering the BetMate. So go and check that out. That would be much appreciated. Lydia, heading on to Unibet. What would be my predictions for what's going to happen in this game? I reckon Lionel Messi anytime. I don't think you'll get big odds for that. I think both teams to score. I think Argentina to win. Another betting tip. If I am to throw out a little curveball, a little outsider, potentially a draw in 90 minutes going to extra time. I see this one potentially. That's my score prediction. I'm going for a 2-1 victory today to Argentina. 1-1 after 90 minutes. 2-1. Argentina win after extra time, and the game not to go to penalties is my outsider. So I'm going to go through the teams whilst we do have the national anthems playing. We're first getting the national anthem of Argentina. The kids are like they're having the time of their lives there. Their mascots, the three lads there. Girls, not so much, but There we go. Maybe they'll liven up as the game goes on. Right, so your Argentina starting 11 today. Change of formation, going with a back 4 rather than a back 5. Acuna suspended, so Tagliafico starts. But first, it's Emiliano Martinez starting in goal. It's Nahuel Molina, goal scorer of their last game, of course, at right back. Tagliafico at left back. Starting at centre back today is Cristian Romero and Nicolas Otamendi. In midfield, you've got Leandro Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, Rodrigo de Paul and Alexis Mac Allister. And up top, you've got number 9, Julian Alvarez of Manchester City, keeping an eye on him. And also, captain today, the main man, Lionel Messi. On the bench for Argentina, you've got Rulli and Armani, the goalkeepers. You've also got Pazzella, Foyth, Lisandro Martinez drops to the bench, Thiago Almeida, Angel Di Maria, Palacios, Rodriguez, Correa, Lautaro Martinez, and also Paulo Dybala. So plenty of options there from the bench. The Croatian national anthem plays now, so a good time to go through their team. They're starting in goal with Dominik Livakovic. At right back, they've got Josip Juranovic. At left back, Borna Sosa, and centre backs today is Dejan Lovren and Josko Gvardiol, recently linked with Manchester City. He's the one that's wearing the mask over his eyes. If you're wondering who Gvardiol is, keep an eye on him, of RB Leipzig, City being linked. In midfield, you've got Brozovic, Kovacic and Modric. And up top, on the right-hand side, you've got Mario Pasalic. Left-hand side, Ivan Perisic. And up top is Andre Kramaric. Luka Modric captaining Croatia today. Very good team. They work hard as a team. They're a very good team. They are World Cup finalists from the last World Cup for a reason. They're difficult to beat. They work hard. This won't be an easy game for Argentina. On the bench for Croatia, you've got 2 goalkeepers, Ivusic and Gribic. I'm probably butchering some of these names, so I do apologise. Also, Erlich, Sotalo, Barisic, Stanisic, Vida, Meja, Jakic, Vlasic, Susic, Livajar, Orsic, Petkovic and Budimir on the bench for Croatia today. We'll see how they do fare. So they're the 2 starting 11s for this first semi-final, competing for a place in the World Cup final on Sunday. My betmates, like I said, link in the description. Also in the live chat, you can use the QR code as well if you want to go and check them out. Thanks to Betmate for sponsoring this video. Betmate is only available to those in the UK. But if you are 18 or over, then you can go and check out Betmate, my team for today. I've got Livakovic, my goalkeeper. I've got Perisic and Gvardiol as my defenders. I don't know why Perisic is a defender, but I'm chucking him in there though. Why not? I've got Enzo Fernandez and Luka Modric as my midfielders. I've got Luka Modric as my vice captain, and up top I've got Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi, my captain. On the bench, I've got Emiliano Martinez, Nicolas Otamendi, Mateo Kovacic, and also Kramaric as well of Croatia is my substitute bench. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that is enough for me to win the pot. That would be nice. Very nice. Go and check out Betmate. Subscribe to my channel if you're new around here as well. Aiming for 28,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they are in the description below, and also on the yellow banner if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below, and on the yellow banner too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. Let me know your score prediction. I'm going for 2-1 Argentina after extra time. And also don't forget as well, leave a thumbs up. We're now just 2 likes away from 20 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. We've got the coin toss. We're nearly ready for kickoff here for this game between Argentina and Croatia. So lastly, speaking of my sponsor, Betmate, just wanted to say that if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So we've got Zaraki in the chat as well. Much appreciated. Philip as well. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are just ready and waiting here now for kickoff for this game. I think it's going to be Croatia that's going to be getting us underway first. Getting the countdown at Lusail Stadium. which is going to play host to the final of the World Cup on Sunday. Croatia attacking from right to left, playing in their dark blue kits of dark blue shirts, dark blue shorts, and dark blue socks. Argentina playing in their normal sky blue and white striped, white shorts, white socks, attacking from left to right, as we do have kickoff here for this game in Lusail. First semi-final underway. I'm hoping this is going to be a good game, is what I want more than anything else. I'm not going to lie, it's taking a bit of the enthusiasm away from the World Cup with England being knocked out. I did expect us to be knocked out. It's England, after all. But disappointing, to say the least. We gave France a really good go. We was unlucky not to take it to extra time with the penalty miss. And had we been a little bit more aggressive in the first 15 minutes... maybe the scoreline could have been different and maybe England could have progressed and played Morocco tomorrow, but there we go. Massive shame. World Cup for you, fine margins. So Croatia did have hold of the ball, giving it away to Argentina now. And Croatia searching early for the early press. As Argentina's ball playing going to have to be very good here. Croatia are a very well-drilled, very well-organised team. They're not an easy team to break down. If they smell weakness or they smell an opportunity, they will punish you. So Argentina can't afford inconsistencies. Kind of been going from strength to strength throughout the tournament. As ball comes forward from Argentina, they managed to get the ball across the goal, where there's a congregation of Croatia fans behind the goal. Never the most well-supported of teams, Croatia, but a loyal fan base, to say the least. And there's lots of little pockets of Croatia fans dotted around, and fair credit to every single one of them that has turned up as well. They'll be looking for inspiration from some of their big names in their team. The likes of Luka Modric, of Real Madrid, who's been there, Mr. Been There, done that, worn the t-shirt. Ivan Perisic, of course, of Tottenham Hotspur, another very experienced player. Was at the last campaign, another player who's been there, done that, and worn the t-shirt. Gvardiol too, with RB Leipzig, decent player. Dejan Lovren. Kovacic of Chelsea too. So there's lots of bits of quality dotted around that Croatia team who just gel really well. They're the complete polar opposite of Belgium. Belgium full of big names who don't turn up, don't work as a team, and they don't work hard. Croatia do have these names who do work hard, who do work as a team. Ball gets floated towards the right hand side. Good goalkeeping that by Livakovic, and he's out to snuff out the danger of the crossfield pass coming in there. It was Tagliafico trying to follow that up, but good work from the goalkeeper for Croatia as Kovacic bursts forward for Croatia before Argentina managed to get themselves a throw-in just next to their own corner flag. So 3.5 minutes in here. Argentina 0, Croatia 0. As we're now on to 19 likes, which is fantastic. So thank you everyone for that, much appreciated. We're just 1 like away from 20 likes, which is good. We're doing well for the likes. Alvarez gives the ball away. Croatia now inside the Argentina half. Worked well from Luka Modric to the left-hand side. Modric once more. Cross may come in here, and does, and Martinez collects. Had a good campaign, Martinez, for Argentina. He's looked really good. Argentina to get here, knocked out the Netherlands. They did go 2-0 up and they were looking good. The Netherlands decided to take the game to Argentina last 15 minutes or so and saw some serious reward, including that last minute goal from the Netherlands in 90 minutes with that cheeky pass free kick catching out the Argentina defenders. But ultimately, Argentina, too much for the Netherlands, and went on to win the penalty shootout to set up a date with Croatia. Croatia, similarly, also went to a penalty shootout. We've already knocked out one South American giant in Brazil. That finished 0-0 after 90 minutes. Neymar managed to find the goal before 3 minutes from time. Croatia found their equaliser, and from that went on to win the penalty shootout as well. Momentum. So both close games, and I suspect this is probably going to be quite a close game as well. Wouldn't be surprised to see these teams level after 90 minutes. Wouldn't be surprised to see this go to extra time and potentially even be level after extra time. And for this game to go to penalties, I wouldn't rule that out. Ooh, that's a nasty challenge, that. And I think the referee wants to play the advantage. He does. He will bring the ball back. There's a free kick given to Argentina. Now, Croatia are furious, but the referee played the advantage. They didn't take advantage of their advantage. They're more than welcome to stop the game if they want the free kick instead. It went on for a fair few seconds, so I'm not too sure why the Croatia players are unhappy. Protest being led by captain Luka Modric. Surprised the card not come out there. Maybe the referee's just wanting to keep a calm head after a couple of the refereeing performances have overshadowed a couple of the games, including Argentina's last game against the Netherlands, where a record 17 yellow cards were given out, and surprised not to see any reds in that horrendous performance. Obviously, the England-France game as well, surrounded in controversy from inept officiating. England unhappy that several penalties weren't given. It took to VAR to award both penalties in the end for England. And you also had the foul in the build-up that England were unhappy with for France's first goal. So, fair bit of controversy from refereeing performances, which has kind of been a common theme during this World Cup. The officiating's been poor, to say the least. I am wondering if, when the Premier League returns, whether they're going to start adopting some of the bits of officiating, including time wasting and adding on minutes to be much longer to make sure you get a full 45 minutes in each half. Shows you how much time wasting there actually is in football when 5 to 10 minutes per half is being added on. It hasn't been adopted in the EFL, I can confirm. I don't think it'll get adopted in the Premier League for this season. Might be something they choose to have a look at in the closed season. Going into next season, because they normally have their performance reviews then. And they look towards how they can improve, what they can do. And the World Cup and competitions are normally a great place to trial things. VAR, of course, at the last World Cup. We've had goal line technology too, introduced at the World Cup before. So I think that's the direction they'll probably go in for the Premier League from next season, which will be to try and eradicate time wasting by adding on excessive amounts of time. So if you're a fan of 10 minutes of added on time per half, then you'll be happy, I'm sure, with that decision. Good work from Argentina, winning the ball back in their own half. And they get themselves a throw-in as well. Good pressing from Croatia. 9 minutes in, we're yet to see a shot. But it does remain 0-0 at the Lusail Stadium, with a place in the World Cup final. The biggest game in world football. Oh, looks like I'm throwing for Croatia. It is. So, how is my betmates getting on at this early stage? Remember, link in the description and also in the live chat. Already on to 10 points, which is good. Currently in 52nd place. There are 140 people playing. So I'm hoping that means I'll be able to get placed quite high if we do well. So good work this from Argentina. Just trying to keep Croatia at bay. So Croatia just knocking the ball around. They're knocking it around quite nicely. But what Argentina are doing is they're holding a very organised, very structured line. Not really allowing too much space for Croatia. So they're struggling with the creativity. So there's a lot of backs to goal and working it backwards. Very little to split these two teams' first 11 minutes here. I've got a feeling that that's going to be the case throughout this game. Although there might just be a little bit of space here on the left-hand side should Croatia find that little bit of space. They do. A challenge comes in from Romero and out for a throw-in, which Perisic of Tottenham Hotspur is going to take the throw-in. Modric just drops into a deeper position here. And gets worked to this left-hand side. So a lot of play going down this left-hand side. Cross may come in. It does. It's not a very good one from Croatia. Will be picked up again. They want a corner and they're not going to get one. Kept in. Perisic has to work it backwards. Here is Gvardiol now. Remember, Man City being linked, so a good scouting opportunity. Good ball into the channel. City also been linked with Enzo Fernandez, so a good scouting opportunity of him as well. Argentina goes searching for a free kick and referee obliges. Big smile on the face of Luka Modric there. It's Alexis Mac Allister that goes down under the challenge of Luka Modric. It is a free kick. Definitely. As we are nearly at 20 likes. We're just one away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well. If you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Poor pass from Argentina, and Croatia can win it back in their own half. The try with a direct pass cut off by Nicolas Otamendi, former Manchester City man, now playing for Benfica. Here is Julian Alvarez. Threaded through, and Lionel Messi, he felt like he was obstructed. Referee says no. Lionel Messi can't believe it. Felt like he should have had a free kick on the edge of the Croatia penalty area, which could have created our potential first opportunity of the game. Fans are whistling. There's a heavy presence of Argentina fans, both people that are of Argentinian descent, people born in Argentina or have family born in Argentina, and also neutral supporting Argentina. No doubt helped by the case of Lionel Messi being one of the most popular football players in the world, I am sure. But you've also got Croatia on display here. I'm just sat here as a neutral, not really too fussed about who wins this game, to be honest. It'd be nice to see a City player win the World Cup, so it'd be nice if Argentina did win, so we could see Alvarez in the World Cup final. The bonus is, if Argentina do go out, then we get Alvarez back a few days earlier, of course, because he'll head out for a little break for a couple of weeks before joining up with the City squad probably in the new year. Whereas if he makes it to the final, we're probably not going to see him till maybe the second week of January. Whereas if he goes out today, we might see him potentially in the first week of January. We'll see. Although they will go to that third, fourth playoff, actually, won't they? So there's only a day in it. So they'll be back probably at the same time, regardless. So it'd be nice to see Alvarez in the final. To be honest, would be nice. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people out there that would like to see Lionel Messi lift the World Cup to show his prestige in international world football. You don't really get regarded as being the greatest of all time unless you've won everything, and that includes at international level as well. The only thing that's evaded Lionel Messi in his career is the World Cup now. The thing probably that he wants more than anything else. He'll be doing everything he can to try and make that happen. There'll be other people out there that don't want to see Lionel Messi do that. Either Ronaldo fans, those that didn't like Lionel Messi's antics from the last game. I imagine that the whole of the Netherlands, the whole of Croatia. I like I said, I'm neutral. I'm not too fussed as Croatia have picked up. Corner here. Gvardiol's trying to get the fans motivated. Wants them animated. Make some noise. Let the support be known. Corner. It's taken short. Past. Here's Modric. There's an overlap. Cross can come in now. It's deep. Very deep. And headed towards goal and out for a goal kick. Dejan Lovren it was winning the header. It wasn't a very good ball in. I don't really get why Lovren's trying to find... I'm not sure if he's trying to get that header looping back towards the back post. I think he is, and just gets his header slightly wrong and out of play under pressure for a goal kick, as there's a little bit of treatment going on for one of the Argentina players. As we've now passed over 20 likes, which is brilliant. We're now on 21, which means our next target, 22 now, which means we are going to be aiming for 30 likes. So we're 8 away, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. It's Romero that went down with a slight knock to his head. So, of course, the play will stop when there's a head injury. The physios have been sent off the field. He said he's okay to play and resume. Just feeling a bit of the hit. So long ball comes forward from Martinez of Villa. Intercepted by Croatia, and they can break forward into the Argentina half. Here's striker Kramaric. Works it to the right-hand side. Modric now. His pass is intercepted really well by Argentina and intercepted well by Croatia again. Argentina almost rushing their play, and they don't need to, as a horrendous cross comes into the box. Right behind the goal and out for a goal kick. Here's Argentina then coming forward. Lionel Messi finds the pass. Worked backwards, and Argentina can keep hold of the ball. Ball retention. I think Man City is still out in Abu Dhabi. Probably fly home at the end of the week. And they will go on to take on Girona at the Academy Stadium. I think it's the first time the Man City first team have played at the Academy Stadium in a friendly match on Saturday, kicking off at 1 o'clock. I'm unfortunately going to be busy, so I'm not going to be able to do a live watch-along of that or of the third, fourth playoff World Cup game. Busy on Saturday, got a busy day, but should free up, that busy Saturday should free up some of my time for next week for you guys, which will be good. We'll have all the build up to Man City returning, of course, against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup next Thursday. So you've still got another 9 days to wait before Manchester City return to competitive action. If you want to be optimistic, you've got 4 days. Excuse me. You've got 4 days to wait for the friendly game against Girona. We've gone 20 minutes now with no shot in this game. This is a very boring game. I'm going to head on to Twitter and see what Twitter makes of it. Just having a look, see what they've made of it. Not much. It is boring. Is Argentina now coming forward? I'm just reading some bits and bobs on Twitter. The Manchester Evening News have printed off one of my favourite headlines here, which is called Blue Gloom. Pep faces battle to pick up his 15 World Cup flops. World Cup. I wouldn't necessarily go as far to say World Cup flops. They're strange at the Manchester Evening News. Very strange. Still 23 minutes in. No shots. Still nothing much happening. As a cross comes in from Tagliafico for Argentina, cleared by Croatia. There was no one there. The fans were getting very riled up about a cross coming into the box, which I think probably summarises this game really well. The most animated the fans have been was a cross coming into the box. Argentina struggling to find a way through. Shot comes in and a save! A shot and a save. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? A shot for Argentina. Saved by Livakovic of Croatia. We do have another live watch along, our penultimate live watch alongs of the FIFA 2020 Qatar World Cup taking place tomorrow. We will have the link out to that later on this evening after this live watch along has concluded. It will be France taking on Morocco. Depending on the result today, I'm debating about whether to put Mbappe on the thumbnail or Hakimi on the thumbnail. But we'll see. Oh, it's lovely work this from Croatia. Breaking forward. The momentum stops and a free kick given to Croatia in a good position to put a ball into the box. Tagliafico with the cynical foul there on Mateo Kovacic. As we're now on to 24 likes, we're doing really well for likes, just 6 away from 30 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate, link in the description, also in the live chat. It was Enzo Fernandez with the shot before for Argentina, was bending towards hitting the outside of the post. I don't think it's going to count as a shot on target, but the goalkeeper didn't want to take any chances. It wasn't hit with lots of pace, so the keeper managed to scramble and make the save that he deemed necessary. Didn't want to take the risk, though it wasn't going in. So free kick here for Croatia. Like I said, a good position here to put something into the box. Probably a bit too far out to have an effort on goal. They could have done it to test the keeper. This was first minute or two, I'd say get one in just to test the keeper. They're going to whip one in. It's going to be Modric. Headed clear, though, by Argentina. In the end, Argentina can break forward here, and there's an overlap. They go cross-field instead. And headed clear by Croatia. Good defending that. Might look like it went out of play. I think it has gone out of play. I think Argentina are a bit annoyed because the pass was given away. Modric it was with the back flick with the back of his head. That's not the greatest pass from Argentina and straight out of play for a goal kick. Lovren then to Livakovic. Hello, Mixid. Thanks very much for tuning in. As we're now to 26 likes. It's 4 away from 30. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. That's going to be kept in by Martinez. Yep. And out for a throw-in. Still got his Argentina flag sketched into his hair. So 30 minutes into the game, 2/3 through the first half. Argentina 0, Croatia 0. We've finally seen the first shot for Argentina from Enzo Fernandez. Saved by Livakovic in goal for Croatia. Croatia patiently building up, waiting for their opportunity. I mean, they're probably really happy to 0-0. I'm happy Mixid said that, because I was just leaning towards that point. They're probably really happy to 0-0 this, but here is Perisic inside the Argentina penalty area. He fancies a chipped effort over the top of the crossbar. Now, he wants a corner. He's desperate for a corner. Referee says no. Vintage Croatia, typical Croatia, as Mixid says. It's so boring, and I just feel like that might just be their plan here. Their plan is to make this game boring, to 0-0 this game, to send it to extra time. They're probably happy to sit really... they're not sitting deep, but they're probably happy just to keep things really tight, because if they can... send it to extra time as Argentina are in here. And surely the first goal? No, as Alvarez is clattered and Argentina want a penalty. I think a penalty's being given. Alvarez it is that's won the penalty. There's a card. What colour card's this? So, Livakovic is given a yellow card. He's conceded the penalty on Alvarez. Mixid has jinxed them. Wait for the mistake. Hard to break down. They've cracked and made the first mistake. Kovacic is into the book. Livakovic is into the book. Alvarez is onside. A direct run through the middle. He takes the touch. He dinks it over the keeper, but he's clattered by the keeper. His chip didn't have anywhere near enough power. Nowhere near enough power. And it was cleared by... was it cleared by Dejan Lovren, I think? But because he's been taken out, it's a penalty given to Argentina. And who else but Lionel Messi to take? So Lionel Messi to give Argentina the lead. And score another goal. For Argentina. And this, to me, must go from Argentina. They need to capitalise on their opportunities. Because I think opportunities are going to be few and far between. This will open this game up. So it's Messi up against Livakovic. Livakovic has had a very good campaign so far. He's facing arguably the greatest player of all time, though. Lionel Messi from the penalty spot. Emiliano Martinez is on one knee, looking the other way, hoping for the reaction from the fans. It's Lionel Messi up against Livakovic. And Lionel Messi tucks it away with a beautifully struck penalty. And Argentina lead here by 1-0. It's taken in the 34th minute to find the first goal. It's the first shot on target. Livakovic is the man that brought Julian Alvarez down. He wins the penalty and Lionel Messi tucks it away. Argentina 1, Croatia 0. It is a bit harsh on the keeper, but the keeper's committed, and the problem is it's that good old... to be fair, I think it's harsh because there's inconsistencies from referees. To me... he's missed the ball and taken the player. So every day of the week, that's a foul. Yet there's some referees out there who don't see it that way and don't give that a foul. To the book, that's a foul. A good penalty from Lionel Messi. Betmate put out before to win a free bet. My sponsor, link in the description, also in the live chat. Put out on Twitter before to win a free bet. Saying who scores first. I went Messi. What minute? I went 39. So let's see. And their free bet giveaway. Guess the minute and player who will score the first goal. Closest wins a £5 free bet. If you guess the score, closest minute wins £5, and if you guess the score or two, you win £10. 34 minutes was the goal was scored. I put 39. Someone's gone closer with the minute than me, but I've got the goal scorer. Oh, someone's nearly spot on with 31 minutes. I think they're probably going to win. Yeah, one person closer. Oh, another person closer on 38 minutes. I wonder if anyone's got it bob on. No, I don't think so. We're at it close, but not quite. Never mind. 36 minutes in. Argentina lead here by 1-0. So Croatia will have to open up because they need a goal. They're going to sit tight. And if you want this game to open up, you want Argentina to score next. And then we should be in for an entertaining game. Because they're actually a really good attacking team. Yeah, they don't have Mario Mandzukic anymore. He's retired from international football. But they've still got a very good attacking team. More than capable of creating opportunities and putting their opportunities away. So you've got an entertaining game. Because Croatia's game plan was very obvious. Sit very tight, wait for that mistake and punish Argentina. Or be happy for 0-0 and probably been practicing their penalties and happy to take it to penalties. It's a beautifully tucked away penalty from Lionel Messi. Argentina look a lot tighter today than what they did against the Netherlands. Otamendi with a good header away. The pressing from Argentina is very good. Here come Croatia once more. Who would have thought Argentina potential here on their way to making the World Cup final after losing their first game against Saudi Arabia? Responded well. Responded under pressure. And found the moments when they've needed them. And is it going to be the year for Argentina? Argentina, whilst I've been alive, have ever won the World Cup, which is astounding. 98 was won by France. 2002 was won by Brazil. Here's Alvarez now breaking forward. Argentina have got two more forward. Alvarez might want to go on his own here. He does. Oh, it's a cracking goal. Julian Alvarez on his own. 2-0. 2-0 Argentina. And it's Julian Alvarez through a little bit of luck. But he doubles the lead for Argentina. Croatia are all over the place. And Argentina have 1 foot in the final on Sunday. There you go, Mixid. They've not won it, Argentina, since '86. Going through to their first World Cup final since 2014. When they lost against Germany by 1-0. And it's Manchester City attacker, striker, Julian Alvarez. And what I would like to see when Alvarez does return, because this might just be the spearhead moment that he's needed, what I would like to see from Julian Alvarez, there's just a bit of luck as he dribbles through, and 2 failed clearances, including one from Borna Sosa, means Alvarez just ricochets really nicely into a volley. Poor defending from Croatia. Take nothing away from Alvarez. Wins the penalty, scores the second goal, composed and tucked away. It's awful defending, but the job is done. And Argentina lead by 2. Yeah, so France won it in 98. Brazil in 2002. Was it Italy in 2006, Spain in 2010, Germany in 2014, France in 2018, and we could be looking at our first South American champions in 20 years, and the first time Argentina have won the World Cup in 36 years, which is crazy, since Diego Maradona did the honour of winning the World Cup for Argentina in, was 86 in Mexico, I think. It's a good ball played over. You fancy Argentina want to learn from their mistakes. 2-0 up against the Netherlands. They can be pulled back. They want to learn from their mistake. And their mistake, they'll want that third. Shot comes in. It's blocked. Desperately appealing for a handball. Rodrigo de Paul's convinced of a handball on Gvardiol. We'll have to see that one again. No, his arms by his side. Absolutely no way, Jose. Corner kick, Argentina. The arm's tucked next to his body. He's actually got his arm tucked next to his leg to make sure it's not out. So I'm not sure what Rodrigo de Paul's arguing with there. The referee makes a good point there. His arm's not out. Stop moaning. Get on with it. Corner kick them. I can see an England flag there in the corner. Argentina corner header. Oh, what a save! Oh, it was so close. Alvarez. Oh, oh, it's so close. It nearly goes in for an own goal. Was it Alvarez or was it? I think it was Alvarez, not Mac Allister, that got the header there. Corner on the opposite side for Argentina to take. This game's just sprung to life, and Argentina, through a really good 5-minute spell, fancy their chances now of, you would think, making the final of the World Cup. And like I said, they're going from strength to strength. First half here, Argentina have looked composed. They've put their opportunities away. They've been patient. They've looked good defensively. Showing how you beat a hard-working team to break them down. This is how you do it, England, back in 2018. Messi with a brilliant corner in. Cleared by Livakovic and out for a throw into Argentina. Argentina just taking their time, and the Croatia dream could be coming to an end at the semi-final stage here in the Qatar 2022 World Cup. It's a good tackle and out for a throw into Croatia. Croatia definitely need the next goal. 100%. Need that next goal. Is Dejan Lovren. Just been knocked around by Croatia. They'll want to steady the ship. All Argentina need to do is sit tight. Problem is, they might just drop an extra 5 or 10 yards if Croatia do manage to grab a goal. So they won't want to do that. It's a dangerous scoreline. Always is 2-0. Do you stick or twist? Argentina looking to learn from their mistake against the Netherlands where they went 2-0 up, sat back and got punished for it. And I've got a feeling rather than sticking, they're going to twist here. And as long as they hold the shape, I'm not sure I see Croatia. They cover the gap so well. Otamendi stepped forward to try and intercept the ball. He failed, and still the gap looked really tight. Good work from the midfield to cover the defenders that want to step forward. Shot comes in from Croatia. Blocked and worked to the right-hand side. Can get a ball in. They can. It's low, and Martinez is out for, I think, a goal kick. He made the save I thought it went out from the save. It was a low ball in. It was blocked. 100% went out of play. And out for a goal kick in the end. They tried to follow that up, but it went to the side of the net. So we're into added on time here. We'll have another check of BetMate. How are we getting on in the pot? We are 61st at the moment. Alvarez has given me 6 points. Captain Messi's given me 12. 2 points for Enzo Fernandez as well. It's my Croatia players letting me down. 24.5 points. So 4 minutes through the first of the 4 minutes. So 3 minutes remaining of the first half. It's a good tackle. Yeah, referee says play on. Good tackle from Argentina. Here's Lionel Messi. Works really well to the right-hand side. And pass just about makes it Argentina's way. Lionel Messi will follow that one in. The king of tight spaces, but Argentina can win the ball back, and Lionel Messi's there to press and win the ball back once more. Straight from the book of Pep Guardiola. Ball retention and winning that ball back very quickly. Lionel Messi, the expert of it. He'd still do a job for City, wouldn't he? He'd thrive under Guardiola, in my opinion. Still. Here's Alvarez now. And the offside flag's up against Alvarez. A very late one, considering it didn't look like there was ever going to be opportunity there. Odd. So here's Croatia. Kovacic now. Into the Argentina half. Feeds it to Modric. Work to the left-hand side. Oh, that's beautiful work. Towards the edge of the Argentina penalty area here. Here is Perisic. It's a poor cross from Perisic. Really poor cross. And out for a goal kick then. So 1 minute remaining of the first half. And as I was mentioning my point with Alvarez before, after the World Cup and he comes back to Manchester City, he's worked really well as an attacking duo. And I'd really like to see Alvarez playing alongside Erling Haaland. Particularly when Man City are going up against teams that are going to sit back and sit defensively, rather than having somebody play behind the striker. Why not play with two attackers? Alvarez has proved he's a good finisher. He reminds me a lot of Aguero. He's a good player. So 15 seconds. I think the referee's probably going to blow his whistle very soon, which will take us to the half-time break. Argentina have just won the ball back. Here's Messi. Good work from Lionel Messi. He's going to get surrounded out, I think, here. No, he gets a push in the back. Surprised he didn't go down. He does go down eventually. And that will be a free kick for Argentina. But I don't think there's any added time. And the half-time whistle does go here at the Lusail Stadium in Qatar. And the semi-final World Cup clash between Argentina and Croatia ends for the first half. Argentina 2, Croatia 0. It was Julian Alvarez winning the penalty for a challenge from goalkeeper Livakovic, which Lionel Messi tucked away for the opening goal, before Julian Alvarez's individual run through two failed clearances finds a volley past Livakovic and into the back of the net. And it is Argentina at half-time that lead by 2-0. That pesky, dangerous 2-goal cushion. Croatia need the next goal. They've got plenty of work to do in the second half. And of course, We'll be here to watch the second half and keep you guys all up to date. So stick with it. Make sure you've liked the video. That would be much appreciated. We're now just 4 likes away from 30 likes. Make sure you've subscribed as well. That would be much appreciated. Do go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. Going to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. Going to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to let me know your first half thoughts in the live chat too. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Link in the description and also in the live chat. You can use the QR code on screen as well. If you're watching on a computer, you can use your mobile device or tablet device to scan the QR code to take you to the download page to download the BetMate app. BetMate is a free app to download. It'll keep you active with all things fantasy football and gambling. It's available to anybody in the UK. Do remember, you've got to be 18 or over to gamble in the UK. And if you're going to gamble, do gamble responsibly. And when the fun stops, stop. You can also use code JSGC5 to get yourself a £5 in free bets when you sign up as well. So thank you very much to BetMate for sponsoring this live watch along. So we're going to go through some scores from around the world with things happening. There are some games going on in the UK right now. Papa John's Pizza Trophy, entertaining game going on at the Pirelli Stadium. Burton Albion 2, Accrington Stanley 3 at half-time. Cheltenham 1, Chelsea under-21s 0 at half-time. Lincoln City 1, Everton under-21 side 0 at half-time. Portsmouth 1, Stevenage 0 at half-time. 22nd minute, it's Bristol Rovers 0, MK Dons 0, and just kicked off at the University of Bolton Stadium. It's Bolton Wanderers 0, Manchester United under-21 side 0. In the National League, you've got 2 games that have survived the weather. Dorking Wanderers 0, Maidstone United 0, and Notts County 0, Gateshead 0. Aldershot Boreham Wood, Altrincham Maidenhead, Barnet Yeovil, Dagenham and Redbridge Eastleigh, Scunthorpe Woking, Southend Halifax Town, Wrexham Chesterfield, and York City Solihull Moors have all been postponed. I presume due to frozen pitch, safety outside, snow and ice. In the National League North, just 1 game has survived. It's Boston United taking on Banbury United, which is currently 0-0 after 5 minutes. The rest of the games, including Fylde, Farsley Celtic, Telford Kettering Town, Alfreton Spennymoor, Blythe Chorley, Brackley Kings Lynn, Curzon Ashton Kidderminster, Darlington Southport, Hereford Chester, Leamington Buxton, and Peterborough Sports and Gloucester City have all been postponed. In the National League South, bit more luck there. 3 games have survived. It's Ebbsfleet United 0, Eastbourne Borough 0, Oxford City 0, Chippenham Town 0, and Worthing 0, Weymouth 0, all 5 minutes in. However, they have had some casualties in the games. Bath City, Hampton and Richmond, Cheshunt and Welling, Hungerford and St Albans, Taunton Town and Farnborough, Tunbridge Angels and Dover Athletic have all been postponed as well. Just having a look elsewhere. There's been some pre-season friendly matches as well today. Finished Arsenal 2, AC Milan 1. And they also had a penalty shootout in a crazy ruling in that strange competition that they've got, where Arsenal beat AC Milan by 4-3. Galatasaray 1, Lazio 2, and Strasbourg 0, Feyenoord 1. I'm just going to look at that Arsenal lineup, just so you can have an indication about what Arsenal's team might be when they come back from the World Cup on, I presume they're playing on Boxing Day or somewhere around their Boxing Day fixture. So they're not going to have Aaron Ramsdale available potentially for that. So they've had Carl Hine in goal for that game. Ben White at right back and Kieran Tierney at left back, and centre back pairing of Gabriel and Rob Holding. In midfield, they've had Thomas Partey alongside Martin Odegaard and Albert Sambi Lokonga. And up front, they've had Eddie Nketiah, Fabio Vieira and Reece Nelson as well. On the bench, they've got Lino Sousa, Cedric Suarez, Cozy Adurbury, Nwaneri, Butler, Odeji, Mohamed El Neni, Matt Smith and Marquinhos all come off the bench, but certainly not looking anywhere near as strong as what Arsenal would. But of course, they've also had that injury to Gabriel Jesus as well. So go and sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some food or whatever for half time. Come back refreshed, ready for the second half and a big push, I'm hoping, from Croatia to make this game entertaining. But as it is right now, Argentina looking very good for making it to the World Cup final on Sunday. Does mean I've got some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy, and it's my video from yesterday with Manchester City announcing some construction plans. So strap yourselves in, have a listen, and see what's going on at the Etihad Stadium coming up over the next year or so. What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today, Manchester City have announced very interesting plans for the future of the Etihad Stadium and also the Etihad campus. So we're going to be speaking in more detail about what has been announced this morning. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest Manchester City news, transfer news, as well as live watch-alongs, previews, reviews of games, and all your good footballing needs, then make sure you have subscribed to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. The aim, 28,000 subscribers, now less than 300 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video, and also don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What things would you like to see at the Etihad Stadium? What would you like to see at the Etihad campus? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by Football Billionaire. If you are struggling to come up with some solid Christmas ideas for either yourself or your family members, loved ones, friends, and then Manchester City fans, then go and head over to Football Billionaire. Their link is in the description. They have provided me with the Manchester City board game. Now, this is a fantastic game for you to go and play. If you want to get it before Christmas, then I would recommend ordering that ASAP. The link is in the description. Have plenty of fun on Christmas Day and all the other days as well. Football Billionaire, the Manchester City board game. Go and cop it. Link in the description. So let's crack on with this video and what has been announced by Manchester City today. And City have announced the feasibility studies which are to go with Manchester City's already agreed expansion of the Etihad Stadium. Now, what Manchester City are going to be doing is they're going to expand the North Stand. That is currently the family stand, the two-tiered stand behind the goal where Sergio Aguero scored that goal back in 2012. Now, we've already expanded the South Stand, where the away fans are situated, where they've already got safe standing in place as well, and some of the cheapest season tickets for Manchester City on offer in the South Stand. And I presume that Manchester City's plan here is to either try and replicate this over in the North Stand, or they're going to have a look to try and dig up some ideas to try and come up with something a little bit different so it's not all looking symmetrical, to try and help generate the best atmosphere possible at the Etihad. Because once Manchester City start constructing the expansion on the North Stand, then there's no real going back there. So Manchester City want to make this decision. They want to get it right. But with demand being there, with the amount of season ticket holders that we've got, the amount of match day members that they've got, Manchester City will be able to fill these seats and more. So Manchester City looking to get that expansion done. I would not rule out Manchester City formulating that expansion and announcing something in the next 6 months for construction to start either at the end of the season or once the concerts have been attended and done and sorted by Manchester City over the summer. That once that's sorted, City will then do what they did in the South Stand and start their expansion. Now, it would have been ideal for Manchester City to have done this when there was no fans in the stadium. City have already missed their great opportunity to not affect any part of the stadium or capacity when football matches are taking place. They could have done that back in 2020. They could have done it in 2021 as well. They opted not to do that. Manchester City want to get this right. So is it going to be what fans have suggested being one large tier in the North Stand and possibly moving fans that want to be in the South Stand to this one massive tier in the North Stand. City have spoken about having one smaller first tier and then a massive second tier is also being discussed. If this is the case, this is going to help the acoustics of the stadium. It's going to help the atmosphere of the stadium, and the only way they're going to do that, really, in my opinion, is they're going to have to move the family stand somewhere else, either move it to the East Stand, Colin Bell Stand. They do have the option, if City want to generate atmosphere in creating a kind of a wall behind the goal there, then if that's the case, then atmosphere is going to formulate for Manchester City behind the goal, and a lot of the people in the South Stand would probably want to move. However, people are accustomed to their traditions. They like to be next to the away fans. They like to have a bit of back and forth with the away fans. So it is a decision that City ultimately need to get correct. And I've got a feeling that Manchester City, once they've gone through all the studies and communicated with the fans, I've got a feeling that City will probably just end up trying to make the stadium look as smart as possible. And the way they'll do that is having it look symmetrical and repeating what they've done in the South Stand in the North Stand. But we will see. Now, Manchester City's ambition is to be best in class for fan experience. So how they're going to do this is they want to do the expansion, go above 60,000, that's first. Manchester City also looking towards their club shop, obviously not happy with their club shop. I've been to some solid club shops. I went to Blackburn Rovers at the weekend, and in my opinion, their club shop's spacious, plenty of options, lots of different options, not just a load of replica kits on show for you to try and accumulate as many sales as possible with shirt sales, but actually having lots of different options and not just clothing in there. And I thought Blackburn Rovers club shop was very good. I've been to Leeds United, their club shop at Ellen Road is very good, and in my opinion, City's club shop could be improved, so I'm happy that that's been included. It'll be interesting to see. I've already filled out the form, and I've said I'm asking for to give more variety of options in the club shop, because lots of fans, regular going fans, once they've bought the shirt for the season, they're probably not going to go back in the club shop. So you need something that's going to entice fans to come in. Seasonal wear, things like that. City also having a look at the City Square, which is where they have the fan zone. They're going to make that all covered due to the weather. That's sensible. I've asked for, if possible, having an inside club bar accessible in the North Stand. If that's possible to do, I think that would be very good. I've been to lots of stadiums where they have that in place, and in my opinion, does enhance the experience. If not, get it all covered. Lots of food options, lots of drink options, not just having the sponsors. So we're sponsored by Asahi, and I know a lot of fans are fans of Asahi, but I like a variety, I like a choice. There isn't much choice at Manchester City. I think there's more possibilities there for more sponsorship, working with different food companies and different drink companies, and not just alcoholic drinks either, soft drink options as well. City also looking towards a museum. What's going to be included in that? I presume City looking towards their stadium tour, and they're going to want to make it as enhanceable as possible. They're going to want to replicate, if you have a look abroad, such as if you go on stadium tours to the Bernabeu, Nou Camp, they've got all about what their clubs are on offer for people that want to go and visit. And people do go on football-based holidays. People do go to the Nou Camp to go and have a look around the stadium and their museum and their trophy cabinet that's on show. And to me, Manchester City have been a very successful team over the last 10 years. We've got lots of history as well, let's not forget. Formed in the 19th century, to me, definitely an option to go down that route and try and demonstrate and put across Manchester City's heritage and also the history that we do have. Also, there's lots of dead space around the stadium. The club are looking to improve on their car parking. They're looking to improve on the workspace as well, which naturally means there's talk of a hotel. Now, originally I thought they were going to put it next to one of the car parks towards the North Stand where the club shop is, because there's some dead land there where they could put a hotel and try and use inspiration for what they've got at the club down the road, whose name we will not mention, with Hotel Football. It's a very unique kind of hotel. Maybe Manchester City might look for something like that. I've put on the form, try and go somewhere along that route to entice people to want to stay at the Manchester City Hotel, which would get you discounts, things like that, and also make it a very enhancing experience that makes people want to not only go but also to return. Now, City's plan is they want the stadium in use 365 days a year, so hotel, restaurants, bars attached to the stadium would help Manchester City to do that. You've also got the 23,000 capacity Co-op Arena, which is going to be completed next year too, which means there are going to be problems with the public transport. So City are working with Manchester City Council to try and improve the Metrolink system in and out of the stadium to Ashton-under-Lyne and also into Manchester as well. They're also wanting to put in place simple, safe walking areas to the Etihad from Manchester City Centre. They're also wanting to put cycle lanes in place as well. It's a massive project. You can have your say if you're a Manchester City fan. You can go onto the website. They've put the link in there. They're going to be communicating with fans in early 2023 for consultation. I presume that will go to season ticket holders and also club members as well, who will get to give their thoughts on what City might want to put in place when they do these expansions, and also what's going to happen to the North Stand as well. This happened for the South Stand expansion. It happened in terms of changing the club crest, and it will happen for the North Stand as well. What's your thoughts? What do you want to see? Let me know in the comments below. So there we go. That has been the video. Thank you for watching the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. Subscribe to my channel as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Plenty more football and Manchester City content to come. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out Football Billionaire, sending me this fantastic Manchester City board game. Go and get it ordered, link in the description, and get it in time for Christmas for you to enjoy, for your family to enjoy, for your kids to enjoy, for whomever to enjoy. Go and check it out, link in the description. Thank you to Football Billionaire for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now. I'm really happy with the reception that the video got, so that's why I let it play on past half time. I was ready and good to go, but thought I'd leave it because it's a good video in my opinion. So yeah, do go and check that out, and I'm really happy with the reception that the video's got as well. So thank you everybody for that, much appreciated. We are into the second half. We have had kick-off. I don't think there's been any changes from either team. I think one of the Argentina coaches and Mario Mandzukic, coach for Croatia, been sent off at half-time, been shown a red card by the referee. Croatia have been a little bit more positive, trying to go forward. They're going to have to open up the space, though, and they are going to run the risk of going 3-0 behind because they need to find that goal. Argentina will just be thinking to themselves, do exactly what they've been doing and go from there. As we're now just 1 like away from 30 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And here's that space that we we're just speaking about here. Here is Mac Allister with the ball for Argentina, centralises it to Lionel Messi. Must be a massive gulf in difference. No offence to Brighton and Hove Albion when I say this, but Mac Allister's going from playing for Brighton and Hove Albion to playing with Lionel Messi and Argentina on the world stage and potentially winning the World Cup as a shot comes in from I think it was Paredes and straight at Livakovic, who makes a save straight down the middle. No harm for the keeper there. As we are on to 30 likes, which is fantastic. Can we, for I think only the second time this World Cup and the first time for a non-England game, can we hit 40 likes? That would be great. We're just 10 away. So, first change comes in from Croatia. It's Brozovic that comes off and Petkovic, sorry, that comes on for a change in the middle. Tias, thanks very much for tuning in as well. Said he'd come for my half-time review, but just missed my half-time review. I was just saying what I'd put in that comment there, which is hoping that Croatia will play up for the second half, make this an entertaining game. It's been a bit of a drab first half, even though we've seen a couple of goals, but that shows how clinical Argentina have been, how strict and disciplined they've been, and how clinical they've been. They've looked good, Argentina, for the first time at the World Cup this year. I have been impressed today with Argentina. I was impressed with them against the Netherlands up until 70 minutes. So we'll see if that's the same again here or not. Dale, thanks very much for tuning in. Good evening. Hope you are well. I love that they've got adverts for gambling on the side of the stadium, even though I'm fairly sure you're not allowed to gamble in Qatar. Don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly sure you're not allowed. There's Croatia just on the edge of the penalty area here. Should have had a pop. Too busy trying to find that pass, that better option. Should have just had a pop, edge of the penalty area. Cross comes in and it's straight into the arms of Martinez. John, thanks very much for tuning in. Just recently today, we've managed to secure some more tickets for an upcoming vlogs. I say vlogs because just mid-sentence thought to myself, we've secured this week more tickets for more games, for some more vlogs. But specifically today on about the City game, secured tickets for the Manchester City game against Chelsea in the FA Cup on Sunday the 8th of January. Should be good. So we'll get a vlog done for that. I think it's my first time seeing Chelsea against City, I think. And Dale informs me that all forms of gambling are illegal, but you get adverts for gambling and Las Vegas. There we go. Say that we've had adverts for Budweiser and they decided to ban that, but it's just, strictly speaking, it's not. Alcohol isn't banned. You can get alcohol in Qatar, just in designated places at very expensive prices, like it is in the UAE. And to be fair, it's that hot and humid there. I'm not sure, and for the price, I'm not too sure I'd want to have too many drinks there anyway, because I'd end up very dehydrated. I would, in such desert heat, I would recommend water. Ice and water really would. That's a cracking ball forward. Here's Julian Alvarez. Go on, Julian. Oh, takes a touch and gets it wrong. Messi, though, mops up in the penalty area still. Lionel Messi. Can he find the pass? Of course, he can find a pass. It's not the pass, though. Being worked sideways here from Argentina. Here's Tagliafico now. John wants Croatia out. Look like they are potentially on their way. Here is Rodrigo de Paul. Never been to the United Arab Emirates. Not been to Qatar. I've not been to Saudi Arabia. I've not touched any part of that world before. My mate Dale has. Our globe trotter. I don't really know if I'd like it or not. Quite like some of the Middle Eastern aircrafts. Etihad Airways, Emirates. Like decent quality flights. So I'd probably enjoy my trip there for the planes. As Lionel Messi threaded through. Messi, surely, no! Save Livakovic. And that's going to be a free kick to Croatia. Oh, Lionel Messi should have scored. Could he have squared it for Alvarez for the tap-in? Dare I criticise Lionel Messi? Could have just given Alvarez a tap-in. Had he looked up. He's too focused on goals. But you don't score as many goals as Lionel Messi does through looking up, finding the better option, do you? You back yourself. Modric now, edge of the Argentina penalty area. What can they do? Starting to come a bit end-to-end. Cross comes in. Touch taken. And a good tackle. Edge of the penalty area. Can a shot come in? It's a poor pass. Having to be worked out wide now. Cross comes in. Headed clear. Tell you what, Otamendi's done well today. Expecting a lot of balls into the box. And because of that, they've dropped Martinez because he's not very tall. And put Otamendi, who's better in the air. Romero on the pitch. Yeah, Lionel Messi could have just squared that across, really. Hits the ball into the ground. It's actually a very simple save for Livakovic to make in such a situation. He'd be relieved that Lionel Messi's just hit that into the ground for a simple, straightforward save. But yeah, going back to the vlogs we've got coming up, content we've got coming up, I'll just take you through the busy Christmas schedule that I've got planned and sorted. So we've got Watchalong today for this game. There's a Watchalong tomorrow for the France-Morocco game. we will have another live watch-along. Our next live watch-along will be on Sunday. So no live watch-along for the third, fourth playoff. No live watch-along for the friendly game between Man City and Girona at the Academy Stadium. I did contemplate going to that game because I've never been to the Academy Stadium, and a chance to watch the City first team in action and the return of the likes of Erling Haaland did whet my appetite, but I've opted against it just to get some stuff sorted before Christmas here, as it does get very busy. I find it very, very strange that things get so busy for the sake of one day, but there we go. So instead, going to be doing a live watch-along for the World Cup final on Sunday. I'm not going to be doing a live watch-along of Man City's first game back, unfortunately. I would love to be doing one of the Liverpool game. If I was available, I'd probably been going to that game rather than doing a live watch-along, but I'll be in London instead. And because I'll be in London instead for the darts at the Alexandra Palace, we'll have a special vlog out for that at some point over the festive period. Probably will be my Christmas Day special, that one. For you guys to look forward to. So that does mean we won't be doing a live watch along of the Liverpool game, but we will have the build up and a review and the build up to the Leeds game. There'll be a live watch along after Christmas of the Leeds away match. There'll be a vlog for the Everton match New Year's Eve, which will probably be out on New Year's Day because I'm very busy on New Year's Eve. And then our next game's Chelsea away. There'll be a live watch along for Chelsea away. There'll be a vlog for the match. There'll be a vlog for the match between City and Chelsea in the FA Cup as well. As Lisandro Martinez, the defender, comes on. I think it's Paredes has come off, so that might be reverting to a back three here for Argentina. Mox TV, thanks very much for tuning in, and thank you very much for the £2 donation, as Croatia were nearly in there but scrambled clear. Thank you very much for the £2 donation, much appreciated, so a big shout out to you. Thoughts on France bribing the ref? Presume from the England game you're on about there. My thoughts, I thought the referee was just shit. Thought he was incompetent. I think he's been probably my summary of the officiating at the World Cup, which has been not very good. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a bit of bungs going on, a bit of backhanders and things. And this whole tournament's been surrounded in controversy and backhanders and paying for things. So wouldn't surprise me at all. But if there's any defence of the officiating, the defence would be they're just not that good. And there's not just been the England-France official either that's been poor. It's been several. Standard of officiating really does need to improve. Mr. Kalina, that's in charge of the officiating across the globe, needs to step up his game because the officials being produced just aren't very good. Top of the league, thank you very much for sending me an email. I will check it out in a bit. Ah, nice. And John having a laugh at Harry Kane's penalty. Tell you what, I weren't laughing at the time. Didn't see anything funny about it. Took it very seriously. A very poor penalty. Hit it wrong, got it wrong. Top of the league, I'll check it out later. But thank you for notifying me, much appreciated. I do get a fair amount of emails coming through that I've got to deal with. Our England cricket team are mentally strong. They've got what it takes to win in the big moments. Football lacks it just a little bit. I'm just hoping we're not going to come back to regret our biggest opportunity of a generation, which is that match against Italy last year. That was the opportunity, I think, to psychologically, in their heads, become champions, knowing that they've got what it takes to win the big games, to win the big tournaments, and the mentality changes, because I think that's what was needed in that France game. You just got to be mentally strong to believe in yourself. Harry Kane almost had to step into that 2-1 situation, into that penalty, in the mindset, I am the England captain. England are winners. I am a winner. And I am putting this ball into the back of the net. And I'm bringing England back into it. And not only am I going to do that, I'm going to score another goal. I'm going to grab my hat-trick. And I'm going to knock the world champions France out. That's the mentality that was needed. And I think he just succumbed to the pressure. Harry Kane should have joined Man City if he wants to. When he had the opportunity, he should have pushed for it. I'm guaranteed he'd have won trophies by now if he'd joined us last summer. Chose not to. Mentally weak, some might suggest. Serial loser, others will suggest. Cross comes in from Argentina, headed clear. Time running out here for Croatia. Clock's just been ticking along, 20 minutes into the second half. And not back in it yet. No problem. Top of the league. I'll check it out. I'll see what the proposal is, and I'll see what I can do. And top of the league, I agree. The first and foremost, your penalty when you're taking one from that close needs to always be on target. But Kane's penalty taking is power, and when you go with power, there is a chance that you will make the connection and get it wrong, either put it wide or put too much on it and blaze it over the top of the crossbar. His first penalty was absolutely fine. In my opinion, his first penalty was a good penalty. He isn't a bad penalty taker. The only problem is in that situation, England needed a penalty taker who is guaranteed to score goals from the penalty spot, who never misses. We've had them in the past, the likes of Yaya Toure, Mario Balotelli. We were spoilt, never missed penalties because they just knew how to take penalties. And away from that generation of penalty taking, now you've got the new and upcoming players who like to overcomplicate penalties. Harry Kane, Jorginho, they overcomplicate it. It needed Harry Kane to be stronger. It needed Harry Kane to almost look at Hugo. The problem you have is in terms of in their heads what they're telling each other. When Kane's facing Hugo Lloris, they face each other obviously on the Spurs training ground, so they know each other very well. So first and foremost, they're going to be thinking to each other, I've taken penalties against you. I've scored them against you. And you've also saved my penalties before, as well as Cristian Romero for Argentina goes into the book. Remember, any player that is sent off in this game will be suspended for the final, should they get there. And I almost, in the brain, that would have been going through the mind of both players. So ultimately, they'll have been making their decisions based on something else. And that something else will be Hugo Lloris will be telling himself, I'm a world champion. And how to keep this ball out the net. And Harry Kane will be thinking to himself, shit, there's a load of pressure on me here. And ultimately succumb to it, unfortunately. And England just need to get over that hurdle. Get over it just once and it's done. And they missed that hurdle last year at the European Championships with a penalty shootout, unfortunately. Again, Italy were mentally strong. England were not. I was very impressed last year at the European Championship with Jordan Pickford and his penalty saving ability. They're not far away, England. They're not far away. They're just not there. As Messi's into the penalty area, squares it across. There is the third goal. Julian Alvarez with the goal. And Argentina are through to the final of the World Cup. And Croatia are going to be playing in the third, fourth playoff on Saturday. It won't be back-to-back World Cup finals for Croatia. It's going to be Argentina going to the World Cup final for the first time in 8 years. It's Manchester City's Julian Alvarez with his second of the game. He's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. Julian Alvarez with the goal, helping to guide Argentina to the final two. Will it be France? Will it be Morocco? Live watch along tomorrow night to determine that answer. Lionel Messi ripping through that Croatia defence. Gvardiol torn to shreds by Messi. Who's in the right place at the right time? Of course, it is Julian Alvarez. Get him in a front two for Manchester City. We're wasting away a player like that on the bench. Obviously helps having Lionel Messi in your team. But Julian Alvarez is there with the goal. Brilliant finish. Cracking work from Lionel Messi. An assist for him. Julian Alvarez with the goal as well. Croatia fans know what's to come. They know that they're going home. Julian Alvarez with another goal for Argentina. What does that mean for my BetMate? Remember, BetMate, today's video sponsor, link in the description and also in the live chat. Go and check them out. Let's have a look. I am 66. Not quite there. Captain Lionel Messi getting me 22 points, but it's Alvarez not being my vice-captain that's doing the damage. Got him in my team. Should have had Martinez and Otamendi in my team, really. I've wasted another 10 points there. Sorry, 9 points there. 9 points on the bench would have sent me on to 59.5 points, which would have put me in a placed position. Costly. Very costly. I'm going to alter my France-Morocco team based on this now. So I don't make the same mistake twice. Don't want to do that. There we go. Not sure about my vice captain. We'll go that way instead. See how that works. Right, I've changed it up. I've changed my team for tomorrow based on trying to learn my lessons from today for the France-Morocco pot. I don't think this is going to get any better for me, I'm afraid, unless Enzo Fernandez can maybe find a goal. But we will see. We will see. Gotta love players in sky blue. Argentina in fine voice. In fact, I'm that confident I'm going to go over there and I'm going to write Argentina on my wall chart. First team into the final and Croatia into the playoff. I'm putting it in. Game's done in my opinion. It's in. I've put it in. We just need the final score. Rodrigo de Paul's coming off. Palacios is going to come on. As we're now just 9 likes away from 40 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate, link in the description and also in the live chat. What World Cup chart was my first? As far back as my football memory will take me. I remember my dad having... I I remember having the World Cup chart from 2002, the Japan and South Korea World Cup. And we've had World Cup charts ever since. I've got the 442 magazine's World Cup chart this year, which, when complete, I will take down and put with my sticker book for the campaign, as Croatia have a potluck shot that's wide. John's first one, 1994. Yeah, 2002. It's my first ever World Cup chart in my own house. Everything else has always been family owned. That's my own. Argentina dictating this now. Top of the league's 1982. John's is 1994. Mine 2002. Trying to think which World Cup I most enjoyed. I really enjoyed 2006 in Germany. But theirs was a very good World Cup. I did enjoy the 2002 one, actually. The build-up in the morning for the games. I don't know. There's something about having monumental sporting events in the morning that, for some reason, I really, really enjoy. England, when they won the Rugby Union World Cup back in 2003, was in Australia. That was in the morning. Fully enjoyed watching that tournament. England, mentioned with the cricket before, winning the T20 World Cup. They won it in Australia. So games were taking place mid-morning towards early afternoon. So you watch the sport in the morning at the weekend and then go about your day whilst having a day off. So yeah, I like the morning ones. I like 2006. I wasn't a real fan of 2010's one in South Africa, mainly because the Vuvuzelas did my absolute nutting. That you just felt like muting the TV because all you'd hear, it just sounded like a beehive. The atmosphere looked very good. The build-up with the fantasy football when I was at school with everything, really enjoyed all of that. And some of the games were very entertaining with some legendary moments. Obviously, the Luis Suarez Asamoah Gyan thing in the quarter-final, a memory that sticks out. Nigel de Jong kick as well. When Netherlands reached the final, England exiting through after Frank Lampard's goal against Germany was about 2 meters over the line. Yeah, they were entertaining ones. 2014 in Brazil. I don't really remember too much from 2014. There isn't anything really that comes to mind when I think of 2014's World Cup other than the drubbing that Brazil took. And fans were crying when Germany ripped them to shreds. But other than that, I don't really remember too much. 2018's one in Russia was a very attacking World Cup. There was a lot of goals in that World Cup. It's nice for England to have a run. The weather was really nice here. And this one here, what could have been for England before going out to the first good team we come up against with France back to the pesky quarterfinals like in 2002 and 2006. But at least we made it past the group stage, which is better than 2014. And made it past the last 16 as well, which is where we succumbed in 2010. We didn't make it in 1994. Never made it to America, and America is where the next World Cup is going to be. USA, Mexico, and Canada in what is going to be a North American World Cup. Before then, you've got the European Championships in Germany in 2024. Should be good. Olympic Games. What did I watch for the Olympic Games as Measure comes on for Croatia? And Luka Modric will bid farewell to a competitive game at the World Cup. It won't be his last one. Saturday will be his last one, you would think. And Modric comes off. What do I remember from the Olympic Games? Vaguely remember Athens. Is that when Paula Radcliffe had a wee? Was it Athens she did that, or was it the London Marathon? It was around that time. I remember she might have done it just before, and all everyone was speaking about was her having a wee on the side of the pavement. Can't remember if it was the Athens Olympic Games or not. That's the only, literally, if it is the Athens Olympic Games that happened, that's the only memory I have of Athens. Other than that, I don't remember it. I remember Euro 2004 in Portugal. I've got the football in the background. I liked that European Championships in sunny, warm Portugal. Remember having the football game for that as well. Good times, good times. And then, obviously, from Beijing onwards, I remember all the Olympic Games. Always a good watch, the Olympic Games. I enjoy watching them. So, top of the league says, in 2008, I went to Italy to help at an off-road motorbike race. We stayed at a flash remote hotel in Tuscany. That at the top of the hill, there was a footy pitch. Apparently, it was Russia's base in 1990. They helicoptered them to and from games full of Russian security to stop players escaping. I like that. That's fun. Fun fact. I love Italy. Love Italy. Kelly Holmes, 2 gold medals and relay team winning gold. Was that Athens 2004 when Kelly Holmes did that? Dame Kelly Holmes. Her body was absolutely shredded. She was ripped to pieces. And I don't mean people ripping her to pieces. I mean her body physique was in shape. She was phenomenal, Kelly Holmes. Absolutely phenomenal. The UK's produced some brilliant female Olympians, actually. Rebecca Adlington did so well. Was that in 2008 or 2012? One of the two. I can't remember which. She was a sensational swimmer, Rebecca Adlington. I was always impressed with Beth Tweedle, the gymnast. Because she was always about 10 years older than everyone else. She always seems to be 10 years older than everybody else. Yeah, you had 15, 16-year-old females in the gymnast, which is not uncommon, competing with a 29, 30-year-old who's lost a bit of her flexibility, but she was brilliant. I think she got like a bronze medal, which was fantastic. Yeah, we produced some really good female athletes, and the cycling always does proud as well. Ow. Good times there. Top of the league. Good times. So Argentina just protecting their clean sheet. Croatia just trying to find something to get themselves back in this game. And now, just about to say, there it is. It was flicked on the corner towards the back post and missed by 2 players. Cristian Romero. That is a blast from the past. Cristian Romero. Cavendish, Mark Cavendish. He won BBC Sports Personality of the Year once upon a time, actually, for taking the yellow jersey at the Tour de France. We've produced some brilliant cyclists over the years. Bradley Wiggins, Belgian born, but let's not mention that. Jason Kenny, nearby, in Greater Manchester, Bolton of all places. Is it the green jersey? Sorry, I apologise. My cycling knowledge is not fantastic. I thought he took the... Did he not take the yellow jersey then, Cavendish? Have we had a Brit take the yellow jersey before? I'm fairly sure somebody's taken it before. It's Bradley Wiggins. Cavendish not also in the velodrome then? If a sprinter? Used to be. There we go. Making sense to me. Making sense to me. John's met Cristian Romero and Greg Rutherford as well. Did he get silver or gold at one of the Olympic Games, Greg Rutherford? It's testing my brain now, this. Chris Froome. Now, I think that's the one I'm thinking of, Chris Froome. I know Bradley Wiggins for his success during the Olympic Games. Dare I mention the Scot north of the border that's brought tremendous success to Great Britain as well? In tennis. No. He was very successful, though. He was very successful. Don't really hear much of him anymore. Not really managed to peak with his fitness and age, as well as what Rafa and Novak Djokovic have, and Federer. Is Federer retired, I think, now? As a shot comes in from Croatia, it's saved. Always divides opinion, Andy Murray. Always. A man that's got absolutely zero charisma. He peaked around 2012, didn't he? Yeah, Federer played Nadal at the... is it still known as the O2 Arena in London? And Federer, end of an era. They've got a long time, Roger Federer. Brilliant tennis player. I think Rafa will go pretty soon as well. He's another exceptional tennis player. The king of clay. A tournament named after the famous former player. Are we on about tennis? If we're on about tennis, I know Arthur Ashe is the name of the stadium for the US Open. The Arthur Ashe Stadium. So into the first of 5 minutes added on here. Argentina cruising towards a place in the World Cup final. The only thing is we've had a great bit of teams peaking too soon. And when teams peak, the next game they lose. Portugal beat Switzerland 6-1, looked brilliant. Next game, lose to Morocco, out. Brazil looked brilliant, beat South Korea 4-1. Next game, drew against Croatia, went out on penalties. England looked so comfortable and so good against Senegal, dictated it. Next game, out against France. Netherlands looked all right against USA. Next game, out. Argentina looked a bit shaky against Australia. Never looked comfortable against the Netherlands, even though they were 2-0 up. All of a sudden, brilliant result here, 3-0. I think they're following the pattern. Next game, out. We will see. France, kind of gone from strength to strength. Decent result against Poland, comfortable enough. Weren't great against England, but showed enough to make it happen and grinded. Can they make it tomorrow? Or will it be the surprise package Morocco? Haven't conceded since going to the latter stages. 0-0 against Spain, knocks them out on pens. 1-0 against Portugal, and they're through to face the next European team. Knocked out the two Iberian teams. They're coming for France next. The reward for tomorrow is a place in the final to take on Argentina on Sunday, the 18th of December. The Laver Cup. Rod Laver. Argentina players are singing and chanting. The fans are singing, chanting and dancing. The flags are flying. Croatia, not on the way home because they will be playing on Saturday in the third, fourth playoff in the most pointless game ever to exist. Even more pointless than pre-season friendlies. No offence to Morocco. Had a brilliant tournament, but they're not the most exciting of teams. They just do what they do very well. And I couldn't think of anything worse for a World Cup final than two defensive teams in Croatia and Morocco playing each other. So I am quite happy Argentina are going through. I'm happy that we've got a chance here to see Lionel Messi maybe win the World Cup or maybe not. We'll be seeing one of two things on Sunday. Messi crying, either crying out of happiness or Messi tears because he doesn't win the World Cup in probably what will be his final opportunity to do so. So we will get that on Sunday. Mark my words. Question is, will it be France or Morocco? I'm hoping it'll be France because I think that'll be a more entertaining game and a better game than Morocco because I think Morocco will take the same approach as Croatia, and if Argentina score first, the game plan's undone. However, Morocco are the surprise team. I'm hoping Morocco will win tomorrow because that'll be funny. And it'll be nice to see the first ever African team in the final as well. And what a surprise package they've been. And it'd be really nice to get an outside team winning the World Cup. Who was the last outside team to win the World Cup? I don't recall it ever happening. Greece won the European Championships back in 2004 in a major tournament shock. Other than that, nothing really springs to mind. Argentina were my prediction to win the World Cup as well. This could have been the massive Argentina-Brazil game. Two South American giants going toe for toe, but in the end, Argentina have dictated this game and they're now 1 minute away from making the final of the World Cup. They're not even wasting time, they're driving towards the goal here. Denmark 88 as well, European Championships. So Greece and Denmark have managed to make it happen in the Euros. It's not happened on the world stage though, has it? In terms of out and out proper shocks. I think Morocco would probably be the biggest. So, come on, Morocco. And I tell you what, there'll be a fair split as shot comes in over the top of the crossbar from Croatia. It'll be a really entertaining final. As I think the final whistle has gone here. It has. The final whistle has gone. And big smiles on the Argentina players' faces. The fans are jubilant. It's a 3-0 win. Croatia know how we felt 4 years ago against them when they knocked us out of the World Cup. And it's Morocco or France that will join Argentina in the final on Sunday. Entertaining. Now, the thing with France, though, in 1998, France, they were hosting the World Cup. Always helps. And it'll be very interesting if Morocco do win tomorrow after the split in the stadium, because Morocco very well supported and very well represented at this World Cup. Taking on Argentina, who have been very popular throughout the whole tournament through people wanting to see Lionel Messi. Croatia players look a bit deflated. There's no tears, mainly because they've lost 3-0. It's the hope that kills. There's not been any real hope. As soon as Argentina took the lead, it's just been one-way traffic from there. And Argentina, congratulations to them, reach another World Cup final. Can they put right the wrongs of 2014 when they lost against Germany? But we will be back again tomorrow. France take on Morocco for the privilege of playing in the World Cup final on Sunday. Argentina, the first team through. Will it be France or Morocco that join them? Come and join me tomorrow. We'll be live 6:45 p.m. GMT. I'll have my link out later on this evening for you guys to set your reminders for. So I will see you then. So thank you everybody for watching. Leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. We're only 8 likes away from 40 likes. Can we hit that in the post-production? That'd be much appreciated. Total League, thank you very much for tuning in and interacting with me. That's much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. Social media links in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below and on the yellow banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries, do leave a thumbs up as well. 8 likes away from 40 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you're watching this after the game, then let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're live right now, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, in the live chat whilst that is live. And finally, I want to say a big shout out to today's video sponsor, where this live watch along was brought to you by BetMates. You can use code JSGC5 on sign up. We'll give you a £5 in free bets. You can come and join me tomorrow. Challenge me on tomorrow's game, France against Morocco. Come and join me for that. That'd be much appreciated. Links and details there all in the description. Do remember, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So, final thing for me to do is to head over to BetMate and check today's winner. And it looks like it's a joint winner, sharing the prize of £202 each. Goes to Woody9191 and Ben Slee 1991, both finishing on 69 points. Irony there. Winning £202 each, so shout out to them. Well done, congratulations. Decent. I finished on 51 points, so 18 points behind the leaders. Detrimental to me is having too many Croatia players in my team. Luka Modric, vice-captain. Should have been Luka Modric in midfield, which would have given me 4 points. That would have been 2 points away, so it would have given me 49 points. And if I'd had vice-captain Alvarez, I would have picked up an extra 6 points there. So that's 3 overall, and a couple of changes at the back as well would have given me an extra 3 points. So an extra 5 and an extra could have given me an extra 11 points potentially, which would have been 62 points, which would have placed me in 21st and an £8 win. But you live and learn. I've learned my lesson for tomorrow's pot against between France and Morocco. So big shout out to the winners there. And thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll have that link out later on this evening for you to set your reminders for. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to everyone for interacting, leaving a thumbs up, also subscribing, checking out my video sponsor BetMate, and everyone that's become members, and also left donations and everything. It is much appreciated. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace.